What's up, everyone? How's it going? So, it, I don't know. I don't know what happened with the game right here. I unpaused and everything sped up a lot for some reason. This actually hasn't happened before, but it is what it is. Spawning in the southwest of Gorge, we have Corvinus1 as the teal Zushi Legacy. And then in the northwest, in the northeast, we have our purple Japanese player LDD181. I'm not entirely sure who that is. I tried looking up, couldn't find it. So, it seems like the game's a little laggy too now. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Hopefully it's not gonna, yeah, I don't know if you guys could see that in the video, but it is a little jumpy. Like I was saying, I'm not entirely sure who LDD181 is. I'll most likely just be calling them LD or LDD for the remainder of the game. I was actually in the middle of some ranked matches, and I decided to jump over, see who was playing, and the first game that popped up was Corvinus. LDD is a Conqueror 2, Conqueror 3 player, high Conq 2, low Conqueror 3. And then, as you guys should know, Corvinus is easily a top 100 player. I'm not exactly sure what his rank is. I know he's generally hovering over at the top 200 play. Or, well, top 200 rank when he plays. He does have little spurts of multiple, or not playing on his Corvinus account. I'm not sure how many alts he has out there. Not all of them are listed, but he does have a few games, or a few breaks in between his games. Jumping back into this really quick though, we have a very standard opener for our Zushi Legacy player because it is the same exact opener as our Chinese as well. Meditation Garden. Where are you going? That's going to be a very far meditation garden if he plans on going all the way out there. And yes, he is. That doesn't seem like a good position. He gets stone, gold. Well, I guess. Yeah, he opts out. Or he opts into getting the stone instead of the double gold down here. Well, yeah, no, that's a really good spot. Well, it's a decent spot. I wouldn't say really good per se. He is getting gold, stone, and a lot of wood. A decent amount of wood. It just really sucks that he doesn't have a better location where he could be potentially getting berries. The wood isn't that important really. Any kind of free resources though will always be good. Meanwhile, over here with our Japanese player, we do have the Kura storehouse coming down, a very standard opener coming from our Japanese as well. 3 on gold, the rest on food, and then we have a couple on the wood itself. The Tora upgrade, Tawara upgrade did come through in the Dark Age for our Japanese, which I've said so many times. It is honestly my favorite upgrade. And for those of you just tuning in, another really good benefit about getting the Tawara upgrade in the Dark Age or early, it could be right when the game starts, or you know, you wait a little bit, get it in the early feudal, like right before the age up, so late Dark Age, early feudal kind of thing. With that +3 carry capacity, the game does round up. So as you guys know, whenever you get gold, you get stone. Whenever you get stone, you get gold. And with the +3 carry capacity, instead of turning in, or when you turn in 13 gold, or when you turn in 10 gold, you would get 2 stone. When you turn in 13 gold, the game rounds it up, and instead of getting 2 gold, you get 3 stone. Or excuse me, I said that backwards. When you turn in 13 gold, you would get 3 stone instead of the 2 stone because of the roundup. We do have a very early Song Dynasty, a lot of villagers on stone for our Zushi Legacy player. That means he's going to be going up to at least 3 TC. at the minimum with the amount of villagers he has on there, which is 13 plus it's getting supervised. And since he is in the Song Dynasty, all non-military buildings have a 40% wood reduction. Outpost coming up on the gold for our Japanese player, just to defend that a little bit. Since we're in a little bit of a downtime as well, let me just mention the Kuro Storehouse did get nerfed in the most recent patch. Instead of being able to garrison 8 villagers, they cut it in half to 4, and instead of spawning farms once every 45 seconds, it's once every 50 seconds now, and that's just in the feudal age. That's not counting anything else in castle just yet. Let's just take a quick peek at what Corvinus is doing. Not much. He did get enough stone for 2 town centers though, and now he's going to be rotating the rest of his villagers over to gather the wood necessary for his 3rd TC. And now for the Japanese castle. That did get nerfed as well. The floating gate, instead of producing a Yorishiru every 3 minutes that's able to be picked up by your Shaolin, or not Shaolin monk, by your Shinto priest, it now spawns once every 2 minutes with the Shinto priest holding it already. But the major kicker is it's not indefinite. You can only have 4 total Yorishirus throughout the entire game. So their late game has been severely nerfed, like beyond reasonable in my opinion. Yeah, I do think maybe the Japanese were a slightly overtuned, but not to that extent. Minimizing it to 4 is just, in my opinion, absolutely insane. There was no call for that. Their TC is coming up right now in kind of an awkward position. He could have placed it a little bit closer just so farms could fit right there without a gap. It'll be nice and tight. Or he could have put it one further in order to get... Ooh, okay. So LDD is going for the fast castle into Mounted Samurai and Shinto, or excuse me, and Uma Bannerman. Does he have enough stone? Yeah, he's almost there. He needs to just gather up a little bit more stone in order to get the Daimyo Manor upgrade, in order to get the Uma Bannerman out. But he is going to be rushing it. So once the floating gate is done, the Shinto priest will spawn with a Yorishido in hand, and he's going to immediately drop that off into the stable and just start making as many mounted samurai as he can afford. With the amount of resources he has, he doesn't even have +1 quite yet. He's just saving all the stone so he could be able to get the the Daimyo Manor. Shinto priest is out, and we're going to see the drop off inside of the stables. It's going to increase production by 200%. And now the Shinto priest is going to go out and pick up relics one at a time. Whoops, sorry about that. It still seems like I'm getting a little bit of frame rate drop or something. I'm not entirely sure. I have nothing downloading or uploading in the background. And the first mounted samurai is already on the other side of the map. LDD is going to be... He shouldn't be too surprised to see multiple TCs. He will be able to get a kill. Nice charge off on the first villager. Misses the second attack though. 4 villagers are close to death. Second mounted samurai does come in. 1 villager is down so far. Keep in mind though, Corvinus is on 3 TC. So a few villager kills here and there isn't really going to be that big of a game changer. We will need to see quite a few barracks being dropped, because the Jingnang Tower is already finished too, since he did go for the early Song Dynasty. We're gonna start having... Oh, okay, a Lancer is out for Corvinus as well, and even more villagers are gonna be going down right now. A total of 4 villager kills so far. 49 villagers for Corvinus, 36 for LDD, and these mounted samurai are still very, very healthy. +1 attack is coming through for LDD. Only one, oh no, two, excuse me. 2 spears are out for Corvinus plus his own lancers. Basically, this attack is gonna be DOA. He isn't gonna be, he's not gonna be able to get that much more damage in, and we don't have a monastery up quite yet, so the Shinto priest has nowhere to place that relic. LDD has 8 mounted samurai so far. The daimyo manor has finished, so the Umar bannerman should be coming out. Not yet. I figured that would have been the next thing coming up. And another little attack coming through. He should be focusing the imperial official. More and more villagers are going down. A total of 12 villagers killed, or yeah, 12 villagers have went down, but he is losing all of his mounted samurai. One does get just speared. 16 villagers have went down for, oh, where are those 6? Oh, they were up here. That's why I missed it. 6 villagers have went down for LDD, 19 for Corvinus, but Corvinus is on 3 TC, so like I said, it's not going to be that big of a difference, or it's not going to be that big of, or make that big of an effect quite yet, actually at all, because LDD is on 1 TC. He's essentially doing a fast castle all in with those mounted samurai, and Corvinus went for the 3 TC play, and now he's just going to be able to match and then outproduce LDD's mounted samurai. The Uma bannerman is finally out. That is going to add a lot of extra damage onto the remaining mounted samurai that are out. 7 mounted samurai, 1 Uma bannerman against 8 spears, 4 lancers, and a single chukunu. The chukunu was essentially for free. He should have crossbows in queue. Yeah, and there we go. We have 2 crossbows in queue at the moment to deal with these mounted samurai and the Umar bannerman. The lancers are on the east side. They were able to get away, not unscathed though. They did take quite a bit of damage. These mounted samurai should go back to the Shinto priests in order to heal up. 3 Shinto priests are out now. Monastery is up. The relics are not in there yet. Well, the single relic. Another lancer up here on the northern side of the base, and now a counterattack. Another counterattack is coming through with just the spear. Springald emplacement is already through on the outpost right there. Another attack coming through with the mounted samurai, unable to get a lot, or unable to get any real work done there because of the amount of spears that are already back there, including the crossbows. That, oh, what a charge. The brace does come through on those spears. They are gonna get cleaned up. The chukunu is gonna die next. There is a mounted samurai up here harassing the villagers as well. Oh, that mounted samurai is really low. Only 4 HP, single spear up here to defend. The samurai should be able to clear that up. This is more interesting. The other one barely gets the kill. The mounted samurai barely gets that kill right there. There's 2 spears chasing these 4 mounted, and the Uma, nice little brace, needs to focus fire down the weak one. The weak one still survives because of the deflective armor. Meanwhile, in the back, we do have 17 villager kills for Corvinus, 18 for LDD. More and more villagers are potentially, oh nope, that was just a little bitey infantry up there helping out our Japanese player. Another attempted run by coming over here on the gold. There's a severely weakened samurai, mounted samurai right there. He's still able to live through all of that. Finally, a spear does a little jump and stab. Jump and stab, that's what's needed this entire time. No brace, nothing like that. Just a good old-fashioned jump and stab. And we do have a full wall off over here on the eastern side, and another barricade wall coming through. It's going to be a full enclosure. Welcome to the zoo. And we only have samurai here for you to visit. Of the mounted variety, Uma bannerman will go down. The samurai, mounted samurai, are stuck. LDD is sitting on 34 villagers, 17 military. 11 samurai, 3 mounted samurai. They will, 2 of those 3 will be going down pretty soon. 13 spears, 2 chukunu, 4 corvinus, but 56 villagers. Walls coming up on the northwestern side for our Japanese player. And now another push is coming out for LDD straight down the middle, bypassing the second/third TC and trying to get into wherever he can, wherever he could find villagers. These samurai are just going to make mincemeat out of the spears, but there are a few crossbows in the back able to dish out the damage. Little by little, these samurai are going to get whittled away. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I'm not entirely sure. That tea is like messing me up more than helping my throat. The samurai are attempting to get the IO down, but do not succeed. And now all those samurai that he moved in with, which was about 8, get fully cleaned up. The crossbow numbers are up to 8 with 14 spears. All the deer in the northwestern side have been cleaned up. There's still a single mounted samurai up here looking for more. Full walls are coming up as well on the southeastern side. No villagers there quite yet in order to start building it. A single villager. Oh, excuse me. Is it going to be 2 villagers? 2 villagers are going down there. And their one task is to build as many walls as they can before they die. We have 3 Shinto, or excuse me, all 4 of the Yoroshidos are up and fully functional. 1 on a forge, 1 on a house, 1 on a barracks, and the last one on the stables. I would have really liked to see 1 on the daimyo, or well, the TC, just to increase villager production. Since he has lost 18 villagers, that deficit is just going to keep growing and growing because he's on 1 TC compared to 3 TC. At least if he put the Yoroshido inside of the TC, that'd give him, I think it's a 30%. Where are you? Where do I? Oh, is it because I'm not clicked over to you? Is that why you're not telling me? Why aren't you telling me? Corvinus sitting on 75 villagers, 36 military, 15 crossbows, 19 spears, and 2 chukunu. Instead of fighting this head on, LDD has opted into just try to kill off whatever reinforcements he can. Already picked off 2 spears, but that's one hell of an army that's going to be pushing through. Shinto priest dies out. The outpost has already gone down. The barracks with the Yoroshido in it is gonna die as well. GG gets called. Game goes to Corvinus, our Teal Zushi legacy player. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.